So let me break it down for y'all, because this whole Stefon Diggs cheek clapping situation got the internet in straight chaos right now. First off, Stefon has always been that dude who keeps his private life on the low, but somehow his bedroom business keeps finding its way into the streets. And this time, phew, baby, it's wild. So word got out after a video clip started circulating online, and people are swearing up and down that it's Stefon caught up in the middle of some late night activities. Now, of course, as soon as folks saw it, social media exploded. Some are saying it's definitely him based on tattoos and body structure, while others are like, nah, this gotta be a lookalike. Either way, the internet don't care about facts. They're running with it like it's gospel. And you already know, the girls he's allegedly been messing with started popping out on social media, hinting at receipts. One girl was dropping subliminals like, y'all mad at me, but I'm the one he calls back. Meanwhile, another chick claimed she's been at his place the same week this video supposedly dropped. Messy ain't even the word. It's giving full-blown drama series. But here's where it gets even crazier. Fans are dragging his football career into this. Some are saying he needs to focus on catching passes, not catching cheeks, while others are defending him like, let that man live, he grown. So it's literally a full-blown civil war in the comments. What makes it even juicier is the timing. This whole thing blew up right before a big game, and you know how that goes, distractions, media questions, all eyes on him. And if Stefon thought he could slide past this one, nah baby, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok got him on lock. At the end of the day, whether the video is real or not, Stefon Diggs is trending everywhere, and you already know how that goes. Once your name's attached to something like this, people gone remember it forever. Ever since Cardi dropped the bomb about her pregnancy, the haters been coming out the woodwork left and right. Folks are quick to criticize her, trying to remind everybody, she's still a married woman. But let's be real, Cardi ain't never moved by the noise. And don't forget, her fan base is massive, and they not about to sit back and let anybody disrespect their queen.
Hey, how y'all doing? While we are all discussing Cardi's coochie and we're discussing her baby and her moving on from her shitty marriage to a cheater, liar, and manipulator, I just want to ask, does anybody have any negative comments to say about Offset? Because we're all fixated on the woman who was done wrong in her marriage.
Now, let's be real. The spotlight is shining heavy on Offset right now. Like, why y'all dragging Cardi B when she ain't even the one at fault? Offset was out here cheating. Offset broke the trust. Offset blew up the whole marriage. If he had just played his role like a real man, they'd still be solid. This woman gave him 3 kids, and instead of protecting his family, he chose the streets. So honestly, the blame falls right on him. And guess what? Offset himself even came clean on a recent podcast. He straight up admitted he wasn't faithful. He mistreated his wife, and now he's paying the price. It's giving karma finally catching up. Then, to really set the record straight, Cardi hopped on Twitter Spaces and started addressing the criticism head-on. You know, she wasn't about to let folks twist her story without clapping back.
You know what I got to say about me and my personal life and whatever? I understand why people will feel a certain type of way about what I got going on in my life and everything, because I just feel like so many people like expected certain things from me. Like, I think people like wanted me to leave my old relationship and then like be single for like 2 years and then come back out and rich white billionaire and move to Dubai and shit like that, whatever. But that's not me. That's not what's going on in my life right now.
Stop the cap.
Nah, boo, let's be real. You was never about to bag some brand new millionaire, cause ain't nobody with real money checking for you like that. Woo, she said what she said. Basically, Cardi was making it clear. People stay nosy about her personal life, always trying to dictate her next move. A lot of folks had these sky-high expectations, thinking after Offset did her dirty, she was gonna bounce back with some bigger, richer man. But that ain't the way it played out, and she letting y'all know straight up.
However, right now in my life, I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. And I have my choices. I do choices. Whatever is my choices is my destiny. You know what I'm saying? One day I might be happy. The next year I might not. But you know what? I made that choice, and I'm a grown woman, and I do and it is what it is. But one thing about my choices in life, one thing I don't ever regret is my kids. So I really don't get. To me, my kids is always going to be a blessing.
So already we starting to catch some red flags. Cardi out here saying, "Look, I'm a grown woman. Right now, I'm standing on my decision, but next year, I might not feel the same. But one thing I'll never regret is my kids." Wait, hold up. Did you catch that? Let's rewind. Cardi is still technically married, not even divorced yet, and she already peeping the warning signs. And honestly, this ain't nothing new in our community. A lot of women end up having kids by a man they know deep down ain't the forever type. But he fine, he charming, and they're thinking, well, at least my baby's gonna come out looking good with strong genes. So even if the relationship crashes and burns, they're like, cool, I might lose him, but I'll always have my kids. That kind of mindset runs heavy, not just in the black community, but also in Latino and Afro-Latino circles too. And that's exactly what Cardi is doubling down on here. Basically telling folks, no matter how the relationship plays out, her kids will always be her blessing.
You might think I'm not the best dressed. You might not think I'm the best rapper. You might not think I'm the best at something. But one thing nobody could with me or tell me is about my motherhood. Like that title, I'll beat for that title, because one thing I know I am is I'm a great mother.
She says if push comes to shove, I know you guys may not think I'm the best dressed or the best rapper, but for me, I know that I'm the best mother. Again, this is something that she believes if it doesn't work out with Stefon Diggs, and most likely it won't. I mean, she's already alluded to the fact that, hey, he has other kids on the way. She's okay with it. But the reason why she's okay with it, it could be because Cardi B is desensitized to relationships with professional athletes. She was already married to Offset. So this whole idea of somebody being faithful, she being the only lady, she most likely accepts that, hey, it's not going to happen. And she does have 3 kids, and maybe she doesn't want something serious anyway, but she does call him her boyfriend. So listen, at the very least, I'll have my kids, and I know that I'm a great mom. But what's interesting is she's already given the defense for Stefon Diggs to continue doing what he's doing, which is actually the same thing that Offset was doing. And right now, he's been getting exposed by an OnlyFans model. Stop the show, and I've seen her around for a long time. Her name is Brittany Jones. Now, Brittany Jones has been in the game for a long time. I've been seeing her on for years. But basically, she's exposing some text messages and photos of her. Okay, and Stefon Diggs. So, let's read the text messages. So, she says, "Shot, you just made my you-know-what jump." He goes, "That you-know-what is so good. You massage them on nuts and cheeks." "What sounds?" She goes, "Baby, I can't right now." Alright, then basically she goes on to expose. "Every time I smash a guy, I find out he got a baby on the way." So basically this is Apple Pay number. She's getting $1,500 here. And then he's saying, "Can I help you?" "No, love, but it's sweet of you to ask. You're the first person I confess this to. Didn't even know I had so much to get off my plate." He says, "Hit me," and basically gives, his number. That's Diggs. Then basically, this is NFL Bay. He sent 1,500. Book it whenever you're ready. Send 500 so I can get a dog sitter and babysitter cash app. No, just outplay again. He sends $500. So this is $2,000 he allegedly sent. And then basically Brittany Jones goes on to Twitter and she writes this. I ain't even mad at whoever else, right? Congrats to them. That boy got some good AD. So I understand her trapping him. Y'all know I can take, but that little boy had me tapping out. Alright, so now, this is basically Stefon Diggs again. Other women are coming out and saying this. Now remember, he had 2 kids on the way. Cardi B has at least admitted as much.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Yeah, busy. Yeah, yeah. That's your baby daddy. Baby dad too, girl. Well, what now?
And so you still have this whole situation where, I mean, you get like so many ladies saying that Offset is jealous. Offset, you know, he's upset about this. But the reality is this.
Nothing about that is a win. Nothing about that is like a dig to Offset the way you think it is. It is, but it ain't. Like, could he be somewhere in his feelings? Possibly. But at the end of the day, she has not upgraded. Because Stefon Diggs, as far as his character goes, is not a better man. He's equal to what Offset is when it comes to the type of man that he is. So there's no upgrade in character. And that's truly what matters. If you didn't want to be with Offset because of a character flaw, and you go and deal with somebody whose character is just as flawed, that's not an upgrade. You do realize in order to upgrade, the thing that was wrong has to be better in the next situation.
The reality is, what Sis said was facts. Cardi B hasn't upgraded. She basically swapped one toxic man for another, if not worse. And let's be real, the reason she hasn't leveled up is because she hasn't leveled up herself. When you don't grow, when you don't work on your own worth, you're bound to keep ending up in messy situations. Now, don't get it twisted. Offset was dead wrong for cheating on his wife. He was wrong for disrespecting Cardi, no question. But the deeper issue is that Cardi is operating from such a broken place as a woman that she keeps attracting the same type of man over and over. And honestly, that's the hard truth a lot of people don't want to hear. See, if you're not the kind of woman who adds real value to a man's life, if you're not walking in your respect and self-worth, then you're only going to pull in low-quality men. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, women like them. Yeah, they might attract dudes with money, rappers, athletes, even men in the NFL. But let's be honest, those men are still the same kind of guys. Not serious, not long-term material, just pookies with bigger bank accounts. And for women who come from environments like Cardi did, that cycle just repeats. She was married before, stepped back into the dating world, and instead of moving up, she slid right back into another situationship. And she's already making excuses, saying, well, at least I'll always be a great mom. Sis, at that point, you might as well have stayed with Offset, because you're giving another man more of you for way less. Look at it. Stefon didn't have to marry you, yet he's still out here clapping cheeks left and right, and you're okay with it. But you had a problem when Offset was doing the same thing. That's the definition of brokenness. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't make Cardi a bad person. It doesn't mean she's evil. It just means she's broken on the inside. The self-esteem is so low that no matter how many times she yells, I'm that chick, I'm Cardi B, I got money, I'm this, I'm that, her choices in men tell the real story. And honestly, it's sad more than anything. Because yeah, she has the fame, she has the money, she has the access. But if you don't have the substance, if you don't have the foundation, all that other stuff don't mean nothing. So what do y'all think? It's your boy Jackson, back again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, and we out.